Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Relapse Tackle. Some of you may know, I'm getting into soft plastics and stuff. So I wanted to show a way to make laminate baits with a single injector. So this is one color on the top, one color on the bottom, and it's kind of hard to see, but it's not split right on that line where that mold came together. I've seen people use aluminum foil and stuff like that. It doesn't last forever, so I want to show you how to make something that you could reuse over and over and over again. So I'm going to show in this video how to do that. So give the video a like, share it, and if you haven't already, please subscribe for more videos. What I did is I went to Ace Hardware, and I got this piece of aluminum. It's for a dryer vent, so this would make a 3-inch dryer vent. It's 26 gauge aluminum, so pretty thin, a little bit thicker than aluminum foil, but pretty thin. So I'm going to move over to my bench and show you how I'm going to cut this and shape it and use it. So stay tuned. So if you're not using a dual injector with a mixing block of some sort, this could be a way to use a single injection. It's more steps because it's a single injection, but it's one way to do it. So what I'm going to do is take this mold here and lay it on my material, and then I will take a razor knife, carefully cut into the aluminum, and be careful not to cut into your fingers. So what I did is I just scribed it there. Now I have a little lines to follow there. So you could cut it with the tin snips at this point, or since it's thin aluminum, you could continue to cut it the way that we're cutting it with a razor blade. It's just going to take a little bit and may dull a couple razor blades. Put something softer underneath. This is a piece of treated 2x4, and then using a little bit of pressure, you can cut and kind of fold it and break it with just a razor blade. Sorry about all of the noise. I imagine this is a little noisy. So you can cut it with a razor blade. Nothing special. Be very careful. This can get sharp. Should wear gloves. That's another thing to keep in mind as you're using these pieces. The edges are going to be a little sharp, so always be careful with this stuff. There's the piece. And this was a 3-inch by 24-inch. I believe it was like $8 for this piece. And I can make several of these. Obviously, if it's just one single injection mold like I have, you can make quite a few of them out of it. If it's a larger mold, it might take a little more. Then you want to use a little Goo Gone to remove your sticker and stuff if you're going to use that part of it. So now we have that. The mold that I have has holes on one side and the pins on the other. So I can just take this and lay it down, making sure that I'm pretty square with it. And then using a punch. This is a punch for leather, but you want to find something that you can put inside there and center it. If you have some transfer punches, that would be the best. I do not have any here, so I'm just going to use my leather punches and make a couple holes. Just going to make it easier to get those pins lined up. Okay, so there's 2 holes there, and then you'll want to figure out where your injector nozzle is going to go down inside there and how far down it's going to go. So we could do is at this point drill out using a stepper bit very carefully, because this could grab and spin this around. So use gloves. You can use a C-clamp. If you're using a C-clamp, I'd use another piece of wood over top of this, because the C-clamp doesn't have very much surface area and it might actually dent this. So we got to figure out how big our holes are, and I think these ones need to step up to 1, 2, 3, the 4th step on this drill bit. I can't read it. I think it's a 7/32. And you can take your time with it and check it, and you'll get a little burr on the backside that we'll have to trim off. So it looks like we have to go up 1 more to fit over the pin. Another thing you do is take the other side of your drill bit. Once you've got that burr on there, turn it around and just cut it off with the backside there. So it's a little sloppy on there, which is not a problem. It doesn't need to fit real tight. It just needs to fit. So I'm going to try to go in the same hole that I already drilled into this wood, because it's a little easier to step it up. And this aluminum does bend really easy, so you don't want to take your time. Okay, now we have that fits over that. Now we need to, I guess I'm a little off on my pins. No, I guess it don't works. It's fitting on there. So now it'll fit between there. So now we have to cut that piece out inside there, and then we should probably also, we could cut that piece off there or leave it. I would cut it off though, and it doesn't need to be perfect. Just cut it back a little bit further. So about there and there. So we can cut this piece off of here. I just like things to be reusable. I don't like having to mess around with like aluminum foil or something. And if you can't get a plate for this and you don't have a dual injector, or if you're not happy with the way the dual injector is, it's kind of like it's bleeding through here, you know, it's not keeping a nice straight line, and that could be the heat of the plastisol and a whole bunch of different things that could be making it do that and not a nice straight line. But the time it takes to inject the belly compared to a straight line across the top here, and imagine a lot of that is because it's, you know, not the equal amount going through there, where if like it was a stick worm or something and it's the same on both sides, the plastisol will flow at equal rates, where this has the belly drop down, it's a little bit different. So now we're going to cut the spot for our I might want to open up that hole just a little bit. I don't know yet. Maybe I'll use a round file. So next I'm just going to take, I got this little needle nose, or these tweezers I mean. I'm just going to scribe with this, because my scribe actually won't fit down in there very well. So now I have a little scratch mark in there. I can remove that, and I could use razor blade, or I can use the stepper bit and go to a next size up if I need to, which I probably would have to go up to 11/16 at least to make sure that I have enough room for the injector, the nozzle of the injector. So I'm just going to cut mine with the razor blade. These are the razor blades that I picked up. They're just some more stuff from Ace, buying local. So you can go a little bit past where your mark is, so that you know you got it. It is a little bit of work. Just take your time and be careful. And a lot of times you get a couple little scribes on there, you can just break it right off. So there you have it. And since it has that little notch out on that side, I know it's on that side. Just slide it on there, close it up, clamp it together. And then you can make, and I marked mine, so this would be the top side. So using the dual injector, I know this is the top of this bait. I just didn't want to get mixed up. And I just put 1-1 because this is my first of these molds. So there you have it. Drop a comment and be sure to share it with your friends that might be interested in making one for themselves. All right. Thank you all.